Hey there, have you ever used a badminton racket to play any match or just play badminton in a court? Have you? Have you not? Whatever the answer would be, why I'm asking you this question, before I'll answer this, just give me a camera high five and I welcome you. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Welcome to the another day of Potential Power Sources series. And in case you have all of a sudden bumped over here, I would request you to go back and listen to the complete videos in this entire series of Potential Power Sources series. So before we begin, let me ask you this thing, that have you ever heard of law of uncertainty? We will be talking about this, and let me tell you, whatever we have covered so far, we are talking in the Potential Power Sources series that why should one need to learn the self-evolution program, the law of attraction. Because if we will see what is the law of attraction and self-evolution programs are, these are nothing but a complete set of badminton racket. And in the industry, what people are talking about T-joint and shaft of the badminton, but no one is focusing on the head and the grip of that badminton racket. And this Potential Power Sources series is the grip, so that after knowing the shaft and T-joint of the badminton racket, you can well utilize the head of that badminton racket to play at a bigger level. So are you ready to play at bigger level? So far we have talked about momentum of inertia, quantum physics, quantum universe, various experiments done in classic physics and modern physics, and in quantum physics we have learned so many things, from law of relativity, from Einstein, from E is equal to mc square. Last, when we left this video, we left on one thing, that photon was hitting to electron. That was one experiment of photoelectric effect, and what exactly we were trying to leave over there, we were not able to identify whether photon was wave or photon was electron, photon was object. Okay, with what was exactly photon? So we left when we were not very sure about the position of the photon, and when we were looking at it, it was there in the experiment, and when we were leaving that side, it was not there. So it was really weird. There we left. And what is the connection there? We are going to look at it now today. So once again, I welcome you to this wonderful Potential Power Sources series. Why you need to understand these all things, that what potential you can have. So now going back to our quantum physics, when photon was hitting to electron, we remember from the Planck's theory as well, we have touched base the Planck theory. The higher the energy, the higher the frequency, and we hit the electron in on the slit of that wood, slit of that metal, through the light beam, and we were noticing that photon was hitting electron, and we were not aware what was the position of electron was. So in Heisenberg theory of uncertainty, it is told that if you will identify the momentum, you may not identify the position of the object, or if you identify the position of object, you may not identify the momentum. So if a wave is moving at the higher frequency range, would you be able to identify its momentum? No, it's not. Either thing you cannot notify, either thing you cannot identify. And if you cannot identify either the momentum or the position, it means that does not exist. Going back to another example where we were talking that electron was moving from one orbit to another orbit. So in between where it was going, it was crashing down. Its energy was crashing down, and it was appearing as if it was just popping up. And the entire body has been made up of septillion cells, septillions, electrons in the human body. Having said that, what exactly I want to pitch in over here, when we went back and refer to the Copenhagen interpretation in the physics, we have also identified that whatever is moving and which position cannot be identified in reality, actually it is uncertain to say whether it exists or not. Now, since we have come up over here and we have just tried to join all the dots whatever I have spoken so far, and in that we have identified that human body is made up of those electron, and that electron which the same electron which has been hit by photon waves, and we were not sure whether photon was the wave or it was the atom, and this subatomic world is actually leading us with these statements whatever I have shared with you, that whatever we have learned in our textbook, whether the atom exists or not, because the with this property shared over here, that electron is crashing, popping up, and being the position uncertain, momentum uncertain, we are somewhere getting this conclusion that they in reality don't even exist. And if this is the case, I just want leave here this entire series on a pause, so that you can go in a contemplation mode and now think about it. What exactly exists? Whether do you, whatever we have seen so far, actually are they visible? We have seen in an experiment whatever is appearing as if we are touching it, that we are hovering upon. So with these words and so much of you know paradox statements which we have been learning since our childhood, is leaving here on a total different track, in a position so that we can be ready to question ourselves, that whatever we have learned since our childhood, was that a helping hand to raise in a way so that we will have somewhat so-called intellect, but is it hindering us to open up our own potential? And with this knowledge, I must say, if you'll ponder upon, come back, connecting all the dots, you will be ready to unleash your own potential. Because this is living on such a things which we have learned since our childhood, and these things, these real part have never been told in our childhood, and that's why I am here connecting all the dots from the study whatever I have uh, I have come across, and thereby I'm sharing over here. So I believe you are loving it and you are seriously ready to think about it, that whether you exist being a part of electron. All right. So hope you have enjoyed it. It has raised some introspective perspective in your mind, and if it has done so, I must say there are new set of dendrite already has started installing inside your brain, so that a new learning neuron cluster has been ready to explore your new world, because your inner world creates your outer world, and you are ready to penetrate towards your future and bring back your future into reality. Lot many things I just wanted to share, so I cannot share everything in such small videos, but yes, of course, whenever we happen to meet in our day workshop, in 2 days of workshop where I deeply work with each and every individual, there everyone explores their real potential. We will be talking about something different in coming episode. Until then, I want you to go back and start drawing on a piece of paper whatever you have learned so far, and then teach to someone else, so that whatever you will teach, the dendrite becomes stronger. On this note, I just want to say you goodbye, wish you luck, and want to